Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for, I still get a little shaky saying this, Greater Boston League football, because it's Lynn Classical taking on Malden, the Golden Tornadoes from Malden. Classical looking for their fourth win of the season. 3-2, they've lost, the two games they lost are two of the better teams around anywhere. They lost here at home to Marblehead, and they lost on the road to Everett. They're going to get the ball first. The quarterback will be Brian Vaughn, son of classical coach Brian Vaughn, who was a tremendous athlete in Lynn English and set records at Northeastern before they were finally broken by a Saugus running back. And he's done a great job here at Classical. He's coached a few places. So Classical in their green and gold, Malden in their white, and I'm calling it black with the gold helmets. They boot it away, and it's going to go in and out of the end zone, and Classical will get the ball at the 20-yard line. So usually if they run it, it will be Fessler.
After the touchback, they'll set up the Rams, a 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at their own 20-yard line.
They try to run it straight ahead. They're not going to go anywhere.
Number 6, Darren Omoretti. On the run for the Rams, no gain on the play, will be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 as they go right to the line of scrimmage. Double wideouts to either side. If they throw it, more than likely it'll be Avery or Durant. They let it fly deep. Omar E.G. beat the defense, but Vaughn led him way too far. It'll be 3rd and 10. Just underway here at Manning Field. And again, very quickly, 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Vaughn looking over the middle, should have been picked. Malden can't believe he didn't catch that.
Knocked down by number 42, James Okolie. Timeout, Malden.
The reason for the timeout for Malden, they had 12 players on the field. The coach up in the press box was screaming down the field, telling them, call a timeout. We got 12 guys on the field. Durant will kick it away.
Penalty on Malden, 20 men on the field. 84 5
Duran will get it off right around the 15-yard line. High kick. It bounces straight up. Now it takes a Malden bounce, and they're going to get very good field position at the 46. Well, Malden with good field position at the classical 46-yard line for their first possession.
After the punt, we'll set up Malden with a 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at Glasgow's 46-yard line.
Jordan Rodriguez is the quarterback. They sent 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They have a wing to the far side. Motion. They run it back to the near side. They just slowed him down. It looked like he was going to get a lot of yardage.
Number 17, J.J. Irizarry on the run for Malden. He gained a 3, set them up with a 2nd and 7. Ball will be placed at Lynn Glasgow.
Osway
43.
Irizarry with the carry. He got to the 43 for a pickup of 3. Looked like he was going to go a lot further. They slowed him down in time. Looking to throw. They get it out to the far side, and that should be enough for a first down. Zachariah Pan with the catch.
Pass complete to number 84, Gabriel Marcus Cardoso.
To the 37.
One for Malden. Ball will be placed at Lynn Glasgow's 37-yard
They
line.
picked up 6. They didn't give him the first down. 3rd down and a yard. 2 wideouts to the near side. A wing to the far side. They run straight ahead. They get enough for the first down.
17, J.J. Irizarry on the run.
Irizarry with the carry.
It'll be 4th and inches for Malden.
They didn't give him the first down. They're a stripe short of a first down. Now they send 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Motion coming. They're going to get hit in the backfield. They don't get it.
And Irizarry is stopped on 4th down by number 50, Yoel Sosa. Big turnover on downs. We'll set up Lynn
Joel
Glasgow.
Sosa buried him in the backfield.
Ball will be placed at their own 39-yard line.
They lose 3. So they turn the ball over. Great job. Vaughn with the keep. Gets across the 45 to the 46.
Number 2, Brian Vaughn, the quarterback keep for the Rams. The flag on the play.
He picks up 7. There's a flag on the play. It goes both ways. There's a penalty on both sides.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Unsportsman on both sides. So the play stands. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Rams at their own 46.
After the run by Vaughn, it'll set up the Rams with a 2nd and 3. All will be placed at their own.
2 wideouts to either side. And now we had, the official was pushing Malden back a little bit. They were encroaching. And they just encroached again. That's going to cost them 5. He just told them to move back. So the first down of the ball game comes by way of penalty.
Penalty is on Malden for offside. As a result, we first
And that'll push it
the Rams at
inside the 50 at the 49 of Malden. Vaughn with the keep. He's going to get about 5.
Brian Vaughn with the quarterback keep.
It'll be 2nd down and 5. It looked like he wanted to throw that ball to Omar Rigi out in the flat, and they covered him, so he took off and ran with it and picked up 5. And they snap it. They blew the whistle first. And there's a flag on the play. And it's offside Malden, I think. And the second first down of the game is going to be picked up by penalty. So 2 first downs, both by way of penalty, are the first 2 first downs of the game. Durant in motion. They give it to him. He turns the corner, and he gets a couple. There's another flag on the play. Holding against Classical.
Holding on Lynn Classical. Play will be brought back.
To the 48. So they gave him a yard on the play.
After the penalty, ball will be placed at Malden.
And then marked off the penalty. It'll be 1st and 19. They let it fly. What a catch. Vaughn threw that up, and Omar Rigi ran under it. That's Darren Omar Rigi. Vaughn let that fly. I didn't think he could come anywhere near that. 29 yards and a first down. He made a great catch. And if he wasn't falling down, he might have gone for a touchdown. And now we got flag coming in. We got a lot of extracurricular activity. Bruno with the run, Malden. Another first down by way of penalty.
After the penalty, be 1st and goal for the Rams. Ball will be placed at Malden. 8 yards.
At the 8-yard line is where they'll put it. So another first down by way of penalty. 4 first downs in this drive. 3 of them come by way of penalty against Malden. The quick out to Durant. And falls forward for a yard. Not much more. Actually put it back at the 8 for no gain. 2nd and goal from the 8. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side.
Hopefully he'll get up.
Vaughn with the carry, walks in for the touchdown. 61 yards in 6 plays, helped out by 3 penalties. And we're going to play it down. Four first downs on that drive. 3 of them came by way of penalty. Classical overcame the holding penalty against them. So we have penalties all over the place. The big play, the 29-yard catch by Darren Omarigi. And now Vaughn gets in for the conversion.
Ryan Vaughn, the quarterback, keep. 2-point conversion is good for the Rams. Score is Lynn Glasgow 8, Malden 0.
So Classical will kick it off again.
I want to remind everyone the concession stand is open. We are selling drinks that include Powerade, water, Coke, Diet Coke, Fanta, and Sprite,
So Malden was very
including nachos,
gracious
hot dogs,
guest
pizza,
on this
chips,
drive,
cookies, Cheez-Its, and candy.
although Classical gave some of those penalty yards back with that holding call, but they're able to overcome it and go down and score.
We also want to remind everyone there's a 50-50 and Ram gear at the 50-yard line if anyone is interested in buying anything. Thank you.
It was actually 61 yards in 7 plays. They had 25 yards rushing on the drive. Vaughn picked up 20 of them, including a touchdown. And the one pass was Vaughn Omarigi for 29. He was involved in quite a bit of that first drive. And now Durant will kick it off. And they look for the onside kick. And they had it. They had a Classical player all by himself coming down the near side. That was Derek Omarigi. But they kicked it too far out in front, looking for the onside kick, and they give Malden good field position. And now, because it went out of bounds, they'll mark it 5 more yards. So they have it at the Classical 44. So excellent field position for Malden. Motion coming. The quick out, caught.
Warriors pass complete to number 9, Nicholas McGuffey. Brought down by number 8,
Nicholas McGuffey.
Get gain of 8, set them up with a 2nd and 2. Ball being placed at Lynn Glasgow's 37 yards.
At the 37-yard line, they picked up 7. Rolling out, he's going to get the first down and more.
Number 10, Jordan Rodriguez, the quarterback, keep for Malden.
That's their first down. Flushed out of the pocket, he found some room.
Get first and 10 for
He gets
Malden. Ball being placed at Lynn Glasgow's.
the 33. I thought he got a lot more than that. They gave him 4 yards.
That the cheerleaders are selling scratch tickets and are having a bake sale down at the entrance of the field. Scratch ticket raffle. Please help out the cheerleaders. Thank you.
So 1st and 10 from the 33. The 2 wideouts come to the near side, 1 to the far side. Motion. They pitch it to the motion man, and he's not going to go far. There's a flag on the play right at the end of the play. I don't know if they got a face mask. They wrapped up the ball carrier, McGuffey.
Out of bounds by number 27, Kamani Phipps.
Kamani Phipps, and it's against Malden again.
After the penalty on Malden, will be a 1st and 20. Ball will be placed at Lynn Glasgow's 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Now he lets it fly, throws it way beyond everybody. I think he just threw that away. McGuffey had two defenders all over him. He had no room, had no chance to throw it to McGuffey.
Get second and 20 for the Golden Tornadoes.
So second and half of Western Avenue. They need 21. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Dropping back, rolling to the near side, looking. Dumps it for a very short gain to McGuffey.
Pass is complete to number 12, David McGuffey. Brought down by number...
They picked up 4. They need a lot more than that.
We have third and 17 from Malden. Ball be placed at Lynn Classville's 40-yard line.
So they need 17. Double wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side, a wing to the far side. Motion, and we got a flag on the play against Malden. That'll push it back to the 45. Now it's 3rd and 22.
After the penalty on Malden, it will be a third
Malden is piling up penalty yardage.
pass. Lynn Classville's 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, he's in trouble, and he just throws it away.
Rodriguez's pass is incomplete. Pressured by number 3, Marquise Avery.
Avery,
Number 50, Yogi Sosa.
Bill Sosa, Kamani Phipps, all over the quarterback.
2 for Malden.
And Malden will have to kick it away. So it looked like they were in pretty good shape at the 44, picking up 7 on first down, and it went downhill after that with the penalty and incomplete passes. And Classical really got to him. The snap goes over the head, and he nonchalantly went after it. All the way back. It went off the punter's hands, and he just went like, I think I have to go get this. And he nonchalantly went back. They knocked him away from the ball. Classical's going to get it at the Malden 30-yard line.
Fumble recovery will set the Rams with a first and 10. Ball will be placed at Malden's 30-yard line.
They lose 25 yards on the play. Durant wide open on the near side. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him.
Pass to the Rams.
30 yards and a touchdown. And they'll go for 2 again. Boy, Durant almost looked like he was making a fair catch on a punt. He was so wide open. Nobody anywhere near him. And Vaughn will run in the conversion.
Number 2, Brian Vaughn with the run for the Rams. 2-point conversion is good.
And all of a sudden it's 16 to nothing.
16, Malden 0.
30 yards in one play. Helped out by that bad snap and nonchalant going after it. Got a quick look at Coach Brian Vaughn here, congratulating his team as well he should. Boy, they got up the line of scrimmage quickly, they ran the play, really caught Malden flat-footed. There wasn't anybody. There were people in the stands that were closer to Durant than the football players. And he just caught it and walked in. Durant will kick it off. He'll fall on it at the 35-yard line.
Number 42,
James
recovery,
Hippolyte fell on it at the 35.
After the kick return, they'll set up Malden with a 1st and 10. Ball will be placed
This
at
is
their
their
own
worst field
35
position. They
yard
started at their 46. They started at the classical 44. They'll now start at their own 35, which is not too bad. We still got 2.5 minutes left in this first period. Again, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Looking to throw. They let it fly high, long, and deep. Classical almost picked it off.
Rodriguez pass, center for number 10, or number 84, Gabriel Vargas Cardoso.
I can't tell you who number 17 is because he's not on the classical football roster.
17.
He was the closest one to the football. He almost caught it. Motion. And they're all over him. He just got it away, and they're going to lose yardage. Solazano with the catch, but he should have dropped it. They were all over the quarterback.
Solazano knocked down by number 26, Nick Costa.
And there wasn't 2 minutes left in the period. The clock was off.
In the first quarter. After one,
That's the end of the period.
Classical 16, Malden 0.
So they completed that pass, and they lost a yard or two. Malden's still looking for their first down. They didn't get it in the first period. They lost a yard on the play. So they'll start, they've had a lot of these 3rd and longs. It's going to be 3rd and 11. This is one of their shortest 3rd and long. It's been 3rd and 21, 3rd and 17.
At the beginning of the second quarter, it'll be 3rd and 11 for Malden. Ball will be placed at their own 34-yard line.
Rodriguez, the quarterback. Three for 7, he's throwing, but he's got only 16 yards. Now he dumps it off. I'm not sure that was the intended receiver, but they're going to wind up with a first down.
Pass is complete to number 44, Samuel Solazano.
Solazano with the catch. To the 46.
We have 1st and 10 for Malden.
They need 11. They got 12. That's their first down. Two wideouts to either side. The quick out overthrows the intended receiver.
Rodriguez's pass intended for number 84, Gabriel Vargas Cardoso.
Vargas Cardoso was the intended receiver.
Malden.
Second and 10 from the 46. Ocean, they fake it. Now they hand it off. McGuffey.
Number 12, David McGuffey on the run. There's a flag on the play.
Another flag on the play. They gave him to the 49. Classical's clapping it like it's against Malden. I guess that's supposed to be unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
They give him 2 to the 48. And they mark it back 13 yards. They gave him 1 to the 47. And they mark it back to the 32. And it's 3rd down and half a mile again. Looking, they loft it up long and deep and out of play.
First pass intercepted to 12. David McGuffey is incomplete.
Looking for McGuffey along the sideline. They're going to have to kick it away again, Malden. So, with any kind of a run back, Classical could get great field position. They should get decent field position. With no run back. High short kick. It takes a Classical bounce, and they'll finally drop it. And Classical's going to get it. It's a 13-yard punt to the 45-yard line.
After the punt, they'll set up wing Classical with a 1st and 10. All be placed at Malden's 45-yard line.
Classical's trying to make it 2 in a row for Lynn teams here. St. Mary's won here last night. English, a little mix-up in the scheduling. Didn't play their game.
The 25, McGurl on the run for the Rams. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 45. Brian Vaughan, quarterback, is coming to the sideline for some reason. Classical's going to have to take a timeout.
There's that 1st of the half.
Came running over to the sideline, walked by everybody. I don't know if he had a problem with his equipment. Just under 10 minutes left in this first half. Classical has scored on both their possessions. Helped out on the first possession by penalties galore by Malden. Classical made 4 first downs. 3 of them came by way of Malden penalties. Second one was a bad snap on a punt that gave him the ball at the 30-yard line. 1 play. Vaughn to Durant for the touchdown. Vaughn has run in both conversions, and it's 16-0 as we get back to football. 1 wide out to the near side. Durant goes in motion. They fake it. They threw it right to Malden. They put it right in the hands. Vargas Cardosa said thank you. They faked nicely. They ran the play. They had a player behind the defense, and they threw it right to number 84. They hit it right in the middle of the 84. And on top of that, Vargas Cardosa is a receiver. So that was easy pickings. They double the wideouts to either side. Quarterback keeps and he's going to lose yardage.
And Rodriguez is brought down by number 50, Yoel Sosa. Be a loss of 1. The second and 11 for Malden. Ball will be placed at their own 42-yard line.
They lose a yard. And looking at second and third and long through this first half. Again, double wideouts to either side. And we got a flag. Classical jumped. It's going to cost Classical 5. We're setting some kind of record here for flags in the first half.
After the penalty, ball will be placed at Malden's 47-yard line.
That's the 8th penalty in the game.
Number 17, J.J. Irizarry is brought down by number
Irizarry with the carry. Lost 2.
number 73, Joe Concepcion.
Third and long, third and about 8. Motion coming. Trying to run to the right side, nothing doing.
Number 17, J.J. Irizarry on the line.
Irizarry
The loss of 1
gets to the 44.
with a 4th and 9.
That's the loss of another yard. And it's going to be 4th and 9. Looks like Malden's going to go. They let it fly long and deep. Incomplete. Good coverage.
Rodriguez's pass, sent it
Omar Easy with the covers. They threw it up. They had a receiver.
Rams will get the ball.
And Classical's going to get very good field position.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball will be placed at Malden's 44-yard line.
So at the 44, Classical comes right up to the line of scrimmage. Double wideouts to either side. Bruno straight ahead. If he didn't slip, he might have gone a lot further.
Number 8, Emil Bruno on the run for the Rams. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams after the run. Ball will be placed at Malden's 33-yard line.
They picked up 11. And Bruno slips a tackle. Gets around the corner, down the sideline, gets out of bounds at about the 15.
Number 8, Emil Bruno on the run for the Rams.
They're going to put it at the 16. So he picked up 17 more. It looked like he got hit going down. He spun off, got to the outside, almost took it to the house. They knocked him out of bounds.
Set them up as a 1st and 10. Ball will be placed
First and 10 from the 16. The quick out to Durant, sidestepping, still sidestepping. Finally gets down about the 12-yard line.
pass is complete to number 4, Kyle Durant.
They put it at the 13 after all that skipping and bopping and bouncing around. He picked up 3.
It'll be 2nd and 7.
Oscar very quickly at the line of scrimmage. Looking for the end zone. Avery with a great catch in the corner. Perfect throw by Vaughn.
Complete to number 3, Marquise Avery. For
Avery just stretched that right arm out and pulled it in. 44 yards in 4 plays. 2 runs, 2 passes. Now they fake it, looking, and a perfect pass to Bruno. They faked everybody to the far side. Bruno cut it to the right corner. Vaughn put it right on the number 8. And all of a sudden it's 24-0. That's going to make it look easy. They've scored. The interception stopped them the one time. They've scored on 3 of their 4 possessions. And Durant again will kick it off. All is looking at 5 yards of offense and 1 first down. As Durant boots it deep, they let it go, and it goes out of the end zone. Everybody was pulled up because he's been pooching the kicks. They tried an onside kick, so they pulled up. Durant kicked it by them. And this will be the worst start for Malden at their 20-yard line. Another long day here at Manning Field. Classical here against Malden. Lynn Tech is coming in next. And then getting back to the Northeastern Conference, Classical Boys Soccer will play Winthrop. So another triple header here at Manning Field. They're wearing this place out. Quick out, incomplete.
Rodriguez's pass, intended for number 9, Nicholas McGuffey, is incomplete. It'll be a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes. Taking off and running with it, and he runs out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. This is going to put, I think, at the 23. So it looked like he had a lot of room. They give him 3 to the 23. It'll be second down, third down and 7. This is one of their shorter third downs that they've had in this first half. They're 23 yards minus rushing, and that's part of that is that snap off the punter's hand that cost him 25 yards. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Incomplete, almost picked off. Bruno almost picked off that little tip. And Malden will have to kick it away again. Just over 3 minutes left. And again, Glasgow could get pretty good field position. Omar Egi back. They snapped it over the head again. He falls on it at the 4-yard line. So Glasgow reaping the harvest. They lose 19 yards on the play. And Classical is set up at the 4-yard line.
Set up Lynn Glasgow with a first and goal. Ball be placed at Malden 4-yard line.
Bruno walks in.
Number 80, Neil Bruno on the 4-yard touchdown run for the Rams.
So 4 yards on one play. And they'll look for 2 again. Vaughn runs it straight ahead and walks in.
Number 2, Brian Vaughn with the quarterback keep, and the 2-point conversion is good for the Rams.
That makes it 32 to nothing.
Malden 0.
4 out of 5 possessions, 2 of them helped out by bad snaps on punts. And Glasgow well on their way to make it 2-0 for Lynn here at Manning Field last night and today. That'll put a lot of pressure on Lynn Tech to try and make it 3-0 on the game coming up. English doesn't have to worry about it. They didn't play. They were supposed to play Masconomet last night. There was a foul up on the scheduling. They changed coaches. Schedule got fouled up. Masconomet scheduled to play someone else. So English drew a bye. Durant was going to kick it off, but it fell off the tee. At the 13-yard line. To the far side, ran into a couple of green shirts.
Duffy on the return for Malden.
Amani Phipps, he's playing very well in the first half. He was one of the guys. They're going to put it at the 25-yard line.
It'll be a first and 10 for Malden. Ball will be placed at their own 25-yard line.
Again, double wideouts to either side. Malden content to just throw the football. Now they hand it off. Now they wish they did hand it off because
And Rodriguez is brought down by number 55, Derek Omarendi.
Rodriguez kept it.
It'll be a second and 15. Ball will be placed at their own 20-yard line.
They put it back at the 20. They lost 5. They let it fly, they just threw it away.
Rodriguez's pass, then up number 84.
Looking for Vargas Cardosa.
Complete. It'll be third down.
He threw it way behind him. And here we go again. 3rd and very long. 3rd and 15. And if you throw incomplete and have to punt, you're going to give Glasgow good field position again with time on the clock. They still have a couple of timeouts left. Double wideouts to either side. The quick out caught and dropped almost immediately.
Rodriguez's pass is complete to number 84, Gabriel Vargas Cardoso. Gain of 1. It'll be 4th and 13 for Malden.
They put it at, we'll call it the 22. Give him 2. The kick is blocked. And Glasgow's going to get great field possession again.
Return by number 3, Marquise Avery.
Avery. Open the closet door. Whatever's falling out is falling all over the Malden head. And the clock was off again. I thought Glasgow was going to get a great possibility to score again. But they still had time left on the clock, but the officials say that's it. So that's the end of the first half. So Glasgow scores on 4 of their 5 possessions. They would have made it 5 for 6 if that clock was correct. So we've reached the end of the halftime. A huge half for the Glasgow Rams. 32 they put up. They hold Malden to minus yardage in the first half, and it's 32-0 Glasgow over Malden at halftime. Glasgow will kick it off to Malden as we'll get set to start the second half. A huge half for Glasgow.
And number 4, Kyle Durant, to kick it off for the Rams.
Malden has been very gracious guest. They've snapped the ball twice over the punter's head at the 21-yard line, coming to the near side. I'm not sure why they blew the whistle.
Flying on the play.
That's because I think Glasgow was offside. I think we're going to do it again.
All start on the Rams.
I was wondering why I said I don't think he called for a fair catch and ran the ball. So I was wondering why they blew the whistle.
Number 12, David McGuffey, and number 44, Samuel Sororzano, back deep for Malden.
That first half, Bruno ran for 36, 1 for 20. One was 4 for 7 for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Durant caught 3 for 34 and a touchdown. Omar Easy set up that first touchdown with a great 29-yard catch. Outstanding play, the play of the game on that opening drive. An outstanding ESPN highlight catch. That bounces around. Picked up at the 28-yard line. McGuffey slips a tackle and it gets dropped. And we got a flag at the end of the play. It wouldn't be the same. And it's going to be against Malden. Boy, they are just piling up. They mark it down to the 20.
Penalty is on Malden.
Yeah, that's where Malden will put it in play. So they are just piling up yardage. We found out who number 17 was for Glasgow, John Naskey. He's played very well defensively. He's made a couple of big plays.
So the penalty will be a first and 10. Malden, ball be placed at their own.
3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. Again, they go back to throwing it. The quick out, caught by Vargas Cardosa.
Number 3, Sean Bartholomew.
Got to the 30-yard line for a first down.
4, Gabriel Vargas Cardoso. It'll be a first and 10.
That's their second first down of the game. With all those bad snaps, they were minus 40 yards in the run column, 30 yards in the pass column. They were minus 10 yards with 1 first down in the first half. Motion coming. They fake it. They hand it off. And they're going to go nowhere running the football. Javan Soto has also been playing well, was involved in that. They put it at the 33, the 28. So they lose 2 more. It'll be second down and 12. They lost the snap, and now he's running for his life, looking to throw. He lets it fly deep, and we're going to get an interference call. That was going to be incomplete. It was way out of play.
Duffy is incomplete, but there is a flag in play.
And unfortunately for Marquise Avery, he got a piece of the ankle with his foot. And that's going to be a first down out to the 43.
As an occurrence on the Rams.
There was no question it was going to be incomplete. Rodriguez was running for his life. And as he overthrew the receiver, Avery was running step for step, and they collided a little bit, and the receiver went down. So a first down at the 43. The quick out again to Vargas Cardosa.
Pass complete to number 84, Gabriel Vargas Cardoso.
To the classical 49. 8 yards.
Early gain of 8, set up Malden with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2. That quick out has been there all day. Now they double up wideouts on either side. They run it straight ahead and they get hit. They're going to be shy of the first down. Bruno, I think, was the first hitter.
Number 7, Evan Nago on the run for Malden, brought down by a sea of the Glasgow defenders. It'll be 3rd and inches for Malden, following play 7 Glasgow's 47-yard line.
It's going to be third down at about the stripe of a football. And that just shy of the 47-yard line. Looking to throw, in trouble. Throws it out of play. I'm not sure why they didn't just run for it. They only need the stripe of a football. But now it brings up a fourth down. Fourth down for Malden. Looking to throw again. Long and deep. Caught. Nice catch. Nice pass. Vargas Cardosa.
Gabriel Vargas Cardoso. As a result, it'll be a 1st and goal for Malden.
At the 9-yard line.
At the Glasgow's 9-yard line.
38 yards. Get a whistle first. Gabriel Vargas Cardosa has caught passes for 66 yards. Deepest penetration for Malden on the opening kick. Here to start this third period. And they're going to be a little closer because they mark it to the 4.
1st and goal for Malden. Ball be placed at Lynn Glasgow's 4-yard line.
At the 4. First and goal. Motion. Off the left side, Irizarry.
Number 20, Mikhail Bogus Blas on the
They give him a yard.
It'll be 2nd and goal from Lynn Glasgow's 3-yard line.
So they move it to the 3. eaten up this third period. We'll be just about at 5 minutes when they snap the ball. Low snap, and that's going to cost them. They snapped it low. The quarterback tried to pitch it to Irizarry. The ball went to the ground. Classical thought they had it. The ball back to the 8.
And the fumble is recovered by Malden. Going to be a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 8.
Close 8-yard line.
They double the wideouts to either side. Quickly in the end zone, incomplete. He just had time to catch it and throw it. And it brings up a 4th down.
50-50 raffle. The
So they've used up almost 8 minutes.
3313.
And
The winner is 370.
with the score 32, the clock continually runs. So the clock will run through the second half. It should be very quick.
Of the 50-50 raffle, we go down to the gear table on the 50-yard line to claim your prize. Thank you.
Thought it needed to be more, but the two teams might have agreed. They lob it and they throw it out of the end zone. Malden doesn't get on the board.
And the pass is incomplete.
And the clock will run.
On down, Lancaster will take over. After the completion, it will be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball will be placed at their own 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line. And they pile it forward for about 5. Bruno with the carry.
Number 8, Emil Bruno on the run.
They give him 4. 2nd and 6. Vaughn with the keep. They wrap him up.
Number 2, Brian Vaughn with the quarterback keep. It'll be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Ball will be placed at their own 14-yard line.
Quick out, caught by Omar Easy. Steps up inside, he's got a 1st down.
Vaughn pass is complete to number 6, Darren.
They needed 6, they got 7.
As a result of the
Hold on to the football.
for the Rams, ball will be
And they'll
placed
probably
at their
run
own
this 3rd period out.
line.
32-0. Classical scoring on 4 of their first 5 possessions in the first half. Now they shut Malden down on a 1st and goal from the 4. And they're looking to run the football. And that's Bruno.
Bruno on the run for the Rams.
He picks up 3.
It'll be a gain of 3 and set up the Rams with a
2nd and 7.
Placed at their own 24-yard line.
Also just content to run the clock and shrink the game. Getting loose down the sideline.
Number 25.
Matt Carrillo.
Run for the Rams.
His first carry. Gets it out to the 46.
It'll
He
be a
picked up
1st and 10 for the Rams.
22.
Ball placed at their own 46-yard line.
That's a pretty good average. 1 carry for 22. And we got a flag. That's going to cost Classical, I think. They'll move it back to the 41. It'll be 1st and 15.
Ball start on the Rams. So it'll be a 1st and 15 after the penalty. Ball will be placed at their own 41-yard line.
Getting most of the penalty yardage back.
Number 25, Matt Carrillo on the run for the Rams.
He picked up 4. And that's the end of the third period.
And that's the end of the third quarter. After 3 from Manning Field, score is Lynn Glasgow 32, Malden 0.
Third time never fails. So Classical's one drive is the one that's going now. They picked up a couple of first downs. They'll have it 2nd and 11. And they gained a yard. They put it at the 45. No, that was at the 45. I'm sorry. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. And as soon as they snap the ball, the clock will run and it won't stop.
It'll be a 2nd and 11 to start the fourth quarter for the Rams. Ball will be placed at their own 45-yard line.
Motion coming. They give it to Durant. Turns the corner down the sideline. Still on his feet. Steps inside. Finally goes out of bounds.
Big run for the Rams, but there is a penalty.
Holding against Classical that's coming back. They give him to the 39. So they give him 6 yards to the 39, and Classical is penalized to the 49. So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the Malden 49. Run it. This time with Carrillo.
25, Matt Carrillo on the run for the Rams.
We'll pick up the first down at the 41. We picked up 8.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball will be placed at Malden's 41-yard line. Number 8, Emil Bruno on the run for the Rams.
Bruno with the carry.
A gain of 5, sends them up with a 2nd and 5.
So he picks up 5. Second and 5 from the 36. The quick out. Nobody out there. I'm glad we got his name. John Haskey. Or Naskey, excuse me.
Completion number 17, John Haskey.
Good for another first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball will be placed at Malden's 25-yard line. 2, Brian Vaughn with the quarterback keep. Big gain of 2, set up the Rams with a 2nd and 8. Ball be placed at Malden's 23-yard line.
Vaughn picks up 2.
Vaughn's pass is complete to number 17, John Askey.
They're going to use a couple. So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Folks, the winner of the scratch ticket board brought to you by the cheerleaders is Harry Pierre. Again, the name is Harry Pierre.
Bouncing it to the outside. He looked like he was stopped again. He's going to run for a first down.
You can go to the entrance of the
And they're going to get a flag at the end of the play on Malden.
Number 8, Neil Bruno on the run for the Rams, but there is a flag on the play.
He got it to the 14-yard line.
For a face mask.
He picked up 11. Now they're going to mark Malden off for another penalty.
After the penalty, it will set up the Rams with a 1st and goal. Ball will be placed at Malden's 8-yard line.
They put it down at the 8. Going to come to the near side. Durant made something out of nothing. He lost the football in the end zone. It went out of the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Durant had it. It just flew out of his hand, and it went out of the end zone, and Malden will get it at the 20-yard line.
After the fumble recovered by Malden, it is a touchback, and they will take over.
Now Durant was dinking and dunking and bouncing around, and
Penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 for
they
Malden.
finally knocked it out of his hand. Malden tried to recover it, but it went out of the end zone anyway. And Malden will get it at the 20-yard line. And they get buried in the backfield.
Number 12, David McGuffey on the run from Malden, brought down by C defenders of Glasgow. Via loss of 1, set on Malden with a 2nd and 11, ball will be placed in their own 19-yard line.
They lost another yard. Coming up on 5 minutes left with that clock running continually. That's what's going to go to 4 and 2. And they're going to get buried. He threw the ball away. They're going to call him down at the 10-yard line.
Bartholomew's pass is incomplete. Oh,
They're calling him down at the 10-yard line.
correction.
They lost
Number 43.
9 on the play. I think it was Anthony Rodriguez making the play. If they didn't call him down, it would have been intentional grounding anyway. He just threw the ball into the turf.
We have 3rd and 19 from Malden. Ball will be placed at their own 10-yard line.
3rd, and this has been the norm for Malden. 3rd and very, very long. Looking, in trouble. Bounces to the outside, lets it fly. Had no chance to complete that one. He was throwing it right along the sideline. Looking again for Vargas Cardozo.
Pass intended for number 9. Nicholas McGuffey is incomplete.
And they'll have to kick it away.
4th and long for Malden.
Malden has 32 yards of offense, and that's mostly thanks to Gabriel Vargas Cardozo, who was caught 66 yards in passing. And Glasgow's going to get outstanding field positioning, and they don't have anybody back. They're just going to let the kick go. High and short. It takes a bit of a Malden bounce. It'll die at the 47-yard line of Glasgow. And with the clock running, we'll be under 3 minutes by the time they get out and run a play. So Vaughn has rushed for 24. Bruno has rushed for 62. In a short stint, Carollo has rushed for 34. Vaughn has passed for 91.
After the punt, there'll be a first and 10 for
And
Glasgow.
2 touchdowns.
Ball will be placed at
He's
their
run
own
for 3 conversions.
40-yard line.
He's passed for a conversion. They get just about back to the line of scrimmage. And that's Carrillo.
Number 25, Matt Carrillo on the run for the Rams, brought down by C defenders of Malden. He gained a 1, set up in Glasgow with a
Second and 10 from the 47. He gained about a foot. Durant is the quarterback. They give it to Carrillo. And just about to midfield.
Number 45, Matt Carrillo on the run for the Rams. Be a gain and 2, set up in Glasgow with a 3rd and 7. Ball be placed at the
3rd and 7 from midfield as we're under 2 minutes. Pascal can get another first down. This game is over. And Malden won't see the ball again. Carrillo gets it inside Malden territory.
Number 25, Matt Carrillo on the run for the Rams.
They put it at the 48 for a pickup of 2.
It'll be a 4th and 5 for the Rams. Ball be placed at Malden's 40-yard line.
4th and 4. Carrillo runs it straight ahead. I don't think they gave him the first down.
Number 14, Sean Ryan on the run for the Rams.
They gave him 4. He missed it by a yard. And the clock is running. Malden will get to run maybe 1 play. Pascal scored 4 of their first 5 possessions.
Rams did not pick up the first down. There will be a turnover on downs. Malden will take over.
They've only had
Home.
2 possessions here in the second half. The defense shut Malden down with a 1st and goal at the 4. And he really shut Malden down because they only have 32 yards of offense with 4 first downs. The shining light for them is Vargas Cardozo, who's caught passes for 66 yards. He handed off. They get hit in the backfield. At the 42, they lose 2 more.
And that is the end of the game.
So they wind up with 30 yards of offense. They were minus 56 thanks to those 2 bad snaps. They had 86 passing, 4 first downs.
Thank you all for coming.
They couldn't get on the board. They had a 1st and goal at the 4, but they couldn't score. Glasgow took the opening kick thanks to a bunch of penalties by Malden. They went 61 yards in 7 plays. Vaughn went in from the 8. He took care of the conversion. It was 8-0 Glasgow. A bad snap on a punt gave Glasgow the ball at the Malden 30. 1 play. Kyle Durant all by himself. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him. Vaughn hit him for a 30-yard touchdown. Vaughn ran in the conversion. It was 16-0 at the end of 1. They made it 3 for 3. Or they got stopped, with an interception. Then they went back to back Vaughn hit Marquise Avery in the right corner of the end zone for 13 yards and a touchdown. Then he went to Bruno for the conversion. It was 24-0. And then a bad snap gave Classical the ball at the 4-yard line. Bruno ran it in from the 4. Vaughn rushed in the conversion. It was 32-0, and the clock ran from there as they just kept the clock running, and it winds up a 32-0 win for Lynn Classical. They'll go to 4-2 on the season. Malden's still looking for their first win. It doesn't get any easier. They have to play Everett next week. Malden winds up with 30 yards of offense minus rushing. Classical had 143 rushing, 91 passing, 12 first downs. Bruno ran for 62. Carrillo ran for 39. Vaughn ran for 20. He passed for 91, a couple of touchdowns. He ran 3 conversions, passed for a conversion. So the coach's son, Brian Vaughn Jr., had a big day, as did Bruno. And the Classical defense just shut Malden down, especially the few times they tried to run the ball, they just couldn't do it. And Classical, with that 32-point first half, coached and keeps the clock running in the second half, and he win it going away for their 4th win of the season. 4-2 for Classical. Malden will have to look to next week, and not getting it easier against Everett. Classical wins it 32-0 here against Malden, the Golden Tornadoes. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.